it up for Mr. Locario.
Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So listen, I get a lot of dudes, they hit me up and they're like, yo man, how do I get a girl? I want a girlfriend, you know, I just want a girl and all this other stuff. And I always ask them, I'm like, do you really want a girlfriend? Like, do you really want that, right? And the reason why I'm asking them this is because what most dudes don't understand is in order for you to have a girlfriend or wife or whatever and to make that relationship work, you need to know how to manage your woman, right? You have to do this. If you don't do this, then your relationship's gonna fall apart. You're gonna be miserable. It's gonna be ridiculous, right? So what do I mean by managing your woman, right? The thing is this, when you're in a relationship with a woman, right? You are supposed to manage that relationship. You're supposed to be the leader. She's supposed to follow your lead. And the thing is, there's going to be times where your girl is going to stray off and do some craziness. She's going to get emotional about something. She's going to be acting crazy and all this other stuff. And you need to be able to know how to manage all that and to bring her back to the center. You understand? So that she's not going all crazy, right? Now, a lot of people will be like, yo, why do I got to do this? She's a grown-ass woman and all this other stuff. And yes, she is, right? But the thing is, men and women, we're different. And when we actually get together in a relationship, right, different dynamic forms where you're leading and she's following, right? And the thing is, people like to go and say, oh, but we're all equal and this and that. Bullshit. Men and women are not equal. Fuck that shit. Listen, we're equal as far as we're human beings, yes, but we have differences. Men and women are different, so that difference makes us not equal, right? And what happens is that when you're in a relationship with a woman, she is looking for you to be that strength and that rock and all that other stuff, right? And in order for that relationship to work, you basically have to be that way. So again, this is why I ask guys, hey, do you really want to be in a relationship? Because in order for you to be in a relationship and make it work, you have to do that shit, right? This is why you have dudes that are MGTOW, they're, you know, guys, men going their own way, and they're like, fuck that, I'm not trying to do all of that shit. And hey, shit, I don't blame them. If you don't want to do that, because, you know, you're going to have to do that, you're going to have to be MGTOW or whatever, because in order to have a girlfriend and make it work, you have to manage the chick, right? And the thing is this, when you're dealing with women, right, what's going to happen is that you need to be able to set the tone for the relationship, meaning how the relationship is going to be between you and her. And that means that you have to have rules in the relationship that need to be followed. And then if these rules are not followed, there need to be consequences for these rules in order to keep the chick in check. You understand? We gotta have real talk today, all right? So if you don't have those rules in order to keep the girl in check, right? The girl is going to, your girl or whatever, she's going to be running amok. She's going to be all over the place. She's not going to respect you because you haven't put a certain structure in place for her to follow. Do you understand? And the thing is, if those rules aren't followed, she needs to know that at a certain point, she could be basically terminated. Like the relationship is over, it's done because she wasn't following these rules. And all of this has to be instilled from the jump when you're dealing with a girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you make this girl your girlfriend, y'all get together, whatever, those things have to be in place, and she needs to know that those things are in place. She needs to know that she needs to follow that, and she needs to know that if she doesn't, then shit could be a wrap. You understand? And her understanding that should make her basically fall in line. You understand? And the thing is, you know, it sucks because there's going to be some feminist or somebody watching this and be like, oh, this guy's an asshole, he's misogynist and all this other stuff. But a lot of women out there are yearning for real men. Do you understand? And they want that. Now, when a woman is doing her own thing, when she's not in a relationship, when she's just single, more power to her. Do whatever you got to do, make it happen, right? Soon as she gets into a relationship with you, the dynamic changes because now you and her are in a relationship, and now you have to manage that relationship. You, the man, you have to do that, right? Put it like this. Let's say, you know, you see me, I'm Mr. Locario, whatever. I do my own thing. I got my own company or whatever like that, right? So I'm doing my independent thing or whatever, right? Now let's say I go work at Target. I get a part-time job at Target, even though I'm doing my thing here. I'm gonna get a part-time job at Target to make some extra money or whatever. Because I need the money, I'm going to do that, right? Now, when I go to Target, right? Am I just going to Target and doing whatever the fuck I want? No. I go to Target. I got to follow the rules and regulations of Target. I got to do what Target says I'm supposed to do in that situation. I have to wear the Target uniform because I'm part of Target, right? So I'm following Target, right? And Target is managing me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the same thing happens in your relationship. Your girl could be doing all this shit on her own when she's by herself. Soon as she gets to you, which is Target, right? She has to be able to follow the rules and regulations in order to stay there, right? And you have to have those rules set up, and you have to have that tone and everything set up in order for her to act right in that situation. You see what I'm saying? So this is why you guys have to understand that you have to manage your girl, right? You have to manage that situation in order for you to have a good relationship, right? Because if you don't do that, you're going to be miserable. There's a lot of guys now who have girlfriends, who have wives, and they're fucking miserable. And their wives are miserable. You know why? Because their wives are running shit. And their wives are miserable running shit because they don't want to run shit, right? Imagine you go to Target and all of a sudden, you know, they just say, hey, you know what? Yeah, you just run the whole thing, run the whole company. Oh, by the way, no, you know, the fact that you got to run the whole company, there's somebody that's trying to sue them right now, and so you're responsible for that. And if this doesn't happen, and you're just like, what the fuck? I didn't want all of this shit. I didn't want all of this responsibility. I didn't want to do this. This sucks, right? That's how women feel when they're running shit. That's how women feel when the man in the relationship didn't manage her. Get it? Manage her, whatever. Anyway, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta manage that shit, right? And if you don't do it, you're gonna be miserable. Your girl's gonna be miserable. You're not gonna have a good relationship, and that's what it is. You feel me? So guys, listen, if you have any more questions, click the link below, send me your questions, and I will holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace, I'm gone. All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. It gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.